Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And it's Pete J.
And PJ, we are back in town. You see the flyover here of Mesa, Arizona. They call it Mesa because it's flat like a table.
Yes, sir.
But it's a good place to live. Good folks here come to the game on a regular basis. And today they're going to see some playoff baseball, Pete. And as you show up here on the bracket, you can see what's going on. One of those Phoenix teams won their first game. Pete, the Sandcats took the Platypi 1-0 and a huge one. We're going to get the score on that second game in a minute, and we're also going to tell you the score of the Moose and the Blowfish, both the Blowfish and the Platypi facing elimination, as well as our Beewolves,
Yes, sir.
which is the game. This is the game, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh game of the playoffs. But before we go into big detail tonight, let's you want to talk a little bit about the last game, maybe. I could start by saying, the Jacks got the scoring started early in the bottom of the first with 2 on. The dangerous Huffy Buffler gets one off the wall in right field that Billy Blank has a hard time corralling. And the Jacks are then out in front by 2. They get the 2 runs in it, and it's like really quick. Then our old friend Rob Glover drills one down the third base line, and Bertha Banks misses the trap. And just like that, it's 3-0 Jacks. Tough lift then drives one down the first base line. Alora Franco can't quite grab it, and before the inning is over, the Jacks have secured a 4-run lead. I know it was real hard because it's exactly the opposite of the way we needed this game to start.
That's it. And we talked about it until we were blue in the face in the pregame that the first time we played these Jacks in our home stadium, we committed so many defensive errors, base running errors, all of those things. And we were hoping those were going to be a thing of the past, that the Beewolves had moved on from that, and we would see a much better Beewolf team. Unfortunately, the old Bugaboos came back, and it was almost a repeat of the same game we played in the 13th game of the season.
It was true. It was such an ugly first inning. And after that, it's basically a defensive stalemate, though. The only other offense of the game came at the top of the fifth when Eliza Peck puts her first home run of the year over right center field. It was good to see that then, but it was too little too late. And but like I said, after that first inning, if you watch the second on, you'd think it was just a tug-of-war stalemate between 2 solid teams. So like you mentioned, that first portion of the inning was just awful.
Yeah. And again, that was another bugaboo that we had in the 13th game as well, was just a lack of offense. I mean, you could say what you want to about the Jacks. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the first inning. The Beewolves then went 8 innings and only scored 1 run. That's a real lack of offense.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm confident. I'll say, I know we've been in a position a few times where we've been calling games for a team in the playoffs down a game to start and came back from it. So we know it's possible. The Jacks are favored to win, and first of all, I'm happy because it's been a marathon season. 28 teams, only 8 made the playoffs, so that's an accomplishment in itself. And I think they could do it. Like you said, they get the stronger performance against this team during the regular season. And if they just clamp down, like you said, and play smart ball, we know we've seen a lot of postseason sports. You know that the best team isn't always just a dominating team. It's the team that makes the fewest mistakes. And if these guys could just not make those mistakes, they could take it.
That's it. And the other thing that kind of worries me is some of those mistakes in that first inning the Beewolves committed weren't exactly, man-made mistakes. We had a couple of issues that were beyond our control, and let's hope that that little bugaboo that doesn't pop up this time.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, we're confident. We are facing, this could be our last game of the year, but we think they're going to bring it hard and win this game strong. So we'll get into it. But before we do, we'll go back and tell you a little bit about these other games. Pete, why don't you tell us the score? The Sandcats went out to San Diego to visit Platypi. What a little something like this. Go ahead.
All right, the Sandcats and the Platypi. Sandcats jumped out to an early lead, but the Platypi come fighting back. It's a seesaw battle. The Sandcats take it 7-6.
They do.
That's it. They take that bracket.
They do. It's a Sandcats sweep. 1-0 and then 7-6. Both games really close. So you got to give the hats off to the Platypi. Like you said, I think they were one of the worst divisions in the league, maybe other than our own.
Yeah.
But they came in, they had a fighting chance, and they just couldn't do it. So yes, we have one Phoenix team going to the conference finals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like you said, that second game was back and forth all the way, and I think it was the ninth inning that the Sandcats were finally able to put it away.
Whew, some happy fans here, or out there in San Diego. Happy fans here in Phoenix for our team out in San Diego. When they come back, they'll get a rousing applause. The other game is the Moose at the Blowfish out at the old Swagger Center where we used to call games. Pete, let us know how that one, were the Moose able to sweep or not?
Moose traveled to meet the Blowfish after a 16-0 blowout, and this one's all Moose all day. Again, 16-2 Moose, and the Blowfish are out for the third season in a row, and it's Moose 2-0. Moose scoring 32 runs in the two games they played against the Blowfish, and only giving up 7. Wow.
Jeez, that's I mean the the Blowfish are a stalwart team. I mean 3 seasons. 3 playoff appearances. That's solid, consistent baseball. And they scored 5 runs in the first game, 2 runs in the second game. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Looks good for a playoff team. But like you said, 2 16-run games by the Moose. I don't know how anybody's going to stop them.
I don't know either. 16-run games. Yeah, and they're going up against the Sandcats, and the Cats better be ready for these guys because, boy, they can put a boatload on you.
They could. There's just two things they have to contend with, and that's nacho crisp.
Yes, sir.
It's actually one thing, but
nobody beats nacho crisp.
Nobody. Well, geez, so that brings us to tonight's game. This is a conference semifinals, game 2 or 3. It's a do or die situation for our Arizona Beewolves, who are hoping to be in a better spot. But right now the Jacks have the lead. They're threatening a sweep. The Jacks are extreme bullpen beasts, like we noticed. I think they used one of their better pitchers in the last game and used a better rotation pitcher. They're great contact and also at the bullpen, like you said. But they used their best bullpen player, so we're hoping to get something there. The Beewolves are contact specialists, and we hit the ball. We just got to not make those mistakes, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
The Jacks are going to start. Their starting pitcher, Ryder Crane, is southpaw. He throws the ball about average speed. Doesn't put a whole lot of move. He's okay at his movement, his accuracy, but nothing super special. He's yet to pitch in the postseason, and so we'll get to see what he can do.
Yeah, and the notable players going for the Jacks after only one game in the playoffs. Juice Jackson at third base has great power. He's exceptional, makes exceptional contact at home base. He's got less than average speed. He's hitting 750 after the first game. Huffley Buffler, the second baseman, Tommy talked about that 2-run double in the first inning that really helped put the Jacks out in front. While Huffy Buffler's got exceptional power, exceptional ability to connect, and not very much speed on the base pass, but again, he was able to run out that double. He's hitting 500 after the first game of the playoffs. And Jack Krecker, the right fielder, great power, exceptional contact, and less than average speed again, and he's only hitting 250. And so those guys will be who the Jacks look to try and lift them to the next round of the playoffs.
Well, the Beewolves starting pitcher, Beavis Ortiz, is going to have to say something about that. He's our right-hander today. He's fairly average down the line, but he's played very well for the Beewolves this season. He's going to need to be on his game and really making them chased up and not give them any, 2 bad pitches could be the difference in the game. So he's really got to be poised and patient on the mound there.
Yes, sir. And going for the Beewolves are notable players. Alora Franco, the first baseman, exceptional power, great ability to connect and great speed on the base pass. She's hitting 500 after the first game of the playoffs. Hanley Dexteris, the superstar shortstop, has better than average power. He's got a great ability to connect and exceptional speed. He's hitting 0 after the first game of the. I'm surprised Eliza Peck didn't make it. After all, she does have a home run.
Right.
But Dexteris somehow gets himself into the notable players. And then Buster Biggs in left field, great power, better than average ability to connect, and great speed on the base pass. He's hitting 250 at this point in the playoffs. And these are the three players that the Beewolves will be looking to get them going in the batter's box. So hopefully we'll see a better performance out of at least Dexteris and Biggs.
I hope so too, because so far the other two two series have been sweeps. So the Beewolves are hoping
Yeah.
to avoid a clean sweep
Yeah.
situation.
We need to break out of that.
Yes, we're getting the lineup for the assistant coach for this playoff game, and it's going to start like this. Batting first, Hanley Dexteris will be at shortstop, the star shortstop for the Beewolves, followed in second by Billy LeBlanc. He'll play right field. Buster Biggs will be in left field as usual. And as always, batting fourth, cleanup, Laura Franco will be at first base. Ruby Green will be playing third base tonight, giving Bertha Banks a little bit of a rest. Bertha's tense after that last game, so Ruby's not as good at fielding, but she's got skills in hitting and speed and her arm too. She's also known as an RBI man, so we're hoping she'll give us a little bit of of offense today. She's actually secondary position. She normally plays first. Gina Torrance will bat sixth and play second base. She's doing well so far in these playoffs. Eliza Peck is the locked-in player for the Beewolves. She'll also catch again today, giving Steve Monstoro even a longer break. I don't know if Steve's happy about that, but Liza's locked in, so there you go. Magic Moore plays center field. He's got good contact against southpaw, so we'll see him go up against the Jack starter, and Beavis Ortiz will be on the mound here in Red Rock Park in front of the home fans playoffs. He throws the forefinger, the curveball, the slider, and the fork pitch. And Pete, let's do this.
Let's do it. Steve Monstore better not say anything because he ground into a inning-ending double play like in the last one. So, of course, she's going to be catching, Steve. All right, playing lineup for the Jacks today in the second game of the finals. Yamamoto at first base, Cracker in left field, Buffler at second, Jackson at third, Freely playing right field, Glover playing shortstop, Lift at catching, Wilson in center field, and Crane pitching. I stumbled there a little bit, and I almost couldn't get up. Yo-Yo Yamamoto, Jack Cracker, and Huffley Buffler coming up in the first inning for Beavis Ortiz. This does not bode well. I can't even say their names. Yo-Yo Yamamoto is neutral and fit, hitting 0 in the playoffs so far.
Beavis Ortiz will get things underway here for the Beewolves with his first pitch to Yamamoto. Gets his signal from Eliza Peck. He winds up, and we're underway. Game 2 of the conference semifinals. Misses low and outside. Ball 1. That one is hit hard to right field. Billy LeBlanc lost it in the sun for a second. He's over, and it drops. Oh, my gosh. Doggone. The first play of the game is a mistake by LeBlanc, who did not get under that ball. And the Beewolves are going to go ice here. They're going to go careful. Beavis Ortiz did nothing wrong on that one. So they're hoping he hits into a double play. Not a lot of speed at first base. Jack Cracker's a solid contact hitter. Low pitch misses ball 1. We're on the count. The pressure's up already here at the top of the first. That one gets it low and inside to Cracker with 1 apiece. And now he's able to swing at anything. Plays at second base on a liner. Ortiz looking for the right pitch. Signal. Gets it, winds up, tosses it in, hit hard down the first base line, foul. But he's ahead in the count now, 1-2. So hopefully he puts Cracker away. Ooh, that one misses just low. Cracker doesn't go for it. Cracker's got good power and contact. High inside corner, no swing, strikeout. Tip of the hat. 1 out down. Huffley Buffler might be the one to hit into the double play instead. Cracker. Buffler did solid in that first game, so Ortiz is looking to put him away as well. Pitch number 8 gets the signal from Peck, winds up, throws it in, makes it in there. Nice breaking pitch. 1 the count, 1 out in the top of the first. No score here in Phoenix, Arizona. Home of the Beewolves. Check swing on the outside corner, just misses. Doesn't go over his playoff baseball, Pete. Oh, misses on that second one. 2-1 the count, and Buffalo's not chasing anything. It's a little frustrating. Plays still at second base. Swing and a miss on another one where the floor drops out. Beavis Ortiz looking good on the mound today with a dozen pitches under his belt now. Pops that one over. Laura Franco dives and cannot get there. Lands in her own dugout. 2 apiece. There's a liner into right field. LeBlanc picks it up and throws it all the way to third. Holding the runners up, and we got runners at first and second, 1 out, and the pressure's coming up even further. Juice Jackson comes up. He's hitting 750. The outfield's going deep for Jackson. Plays at third. Still hoping for that double play. That one just misses Jackson high and inside. 1-0 count. I'm sweating here, Pete. Beavis Ortiz throwing his 15th pitch. Hit hard to Buster Biggs. He picks it up off the ground. It's another single. And the bases are now loaded with one out. Log Freely's up, and there's a lot of pressure. And Log's also a power hitter. But a grounder could still get a double play. So that's what we're hoping for. That one makes it low and outside. Breaking pitch 0-1 the count to Log Freely. That one misses low and inside. One apiece. 1-1-1. The fans on their feet here to see if the Beewolves can get out of a tough spot. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Ortiz is in the driver's seat against Log Freely. That one's hit hard to Dexter's, who gets it in the air. It doesn't have time to get anyone out other than that catch. So there's 2 down now. Rob Glover comes up. Likes a low pitch. He got an RBI in that last game. Furiously chewing gum. Our old friend Robbie hits that one down the line. Luckily foul. Good jumping grab by Laura Franco. 0-1 the count to Glover. Just one more out necessary. High and inside, strike 2. And Ortiz is in control, but he's thrown 21 pitches already here in the first. The crowd going crazy. Swing strike 3, and they get out of it, Pete. The broken bat by Glover.
Whew. All right. He gave up 3 hits, and he threw a bunch of pitches, but we got out of it without giving up a score. Hanley Dexteris, Billy LeBoink, and Buster Biggs going to take a look at Ryder Crane here in the bottom of the first. Whew. All right, Beavis, you got to settle in, brother.
Yeah.
Hanley Dexteris is neutral and fit, hitting 0 so far for these playoffs. Takes the first pitch high, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2, 2-0 to Dexteris. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That's smashed. That's going to drop in front of Jack Cracker for a clean single. Hanley Dexteris singles to left field to start the inning. Way to go, Hanley.
Now it's our turn. Billy LeBoy coming up 500 on the playoffs so far. He's hoping to do something different after making that mistake in right field. He goes to first base to try and get Dexteris. Not in time. The second pitch is in there, hard down the line. Foul ball, 1 the count to LeBoy. That one makes it inside, ball 1, 1 apiece. Here at the bottom of the first, still no score. Hard hit by LeBoy, far to left field. Oh, it's caught, and Dexteris is going to have to come back to first. At the wall, Pete.
Yeah, he gave it a good ride, just a little short. Buster Biggs neutral and fit, hitting 250 in these playoffs. Hanley Dexteris standing at first with 1 out. Pitches in, ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Buster Biggs. That one's high, ball 2. 2-1 to Buster Biggs. And there goes Hanley Dexteris. He was off with the pitch. Bad throw, and Dexteris is in at second with a stolen base. 3 balls, 1 strike to Buster Biggs. And Buster Biggs gets walked. So Hanley Dexteris got the second base a pitch early.
Yeah, runners at first and second. It's a high-pressure situation. Now, with only 1 out, 2 runners on, the Beewolves threatening to put some offense on it. It'd be great if we can get that first run, Pete. First pitch from Crane misses inside, ball 1. Goes to second base trying to get Dexteris again. Doesn't do it. Crowd doesn't like it. 1-0 count to Franco, who swings late. Hits it down the first base line. Foul ball. Second one misses inside. Good patience by Laura Franco. 2-1 the count. That one's right in there for strike 2. We're locked up at 2 apiece with 2 runners. Ooh, swing and a miss, strikeout. Franco goes down.
That second pitch, I got lag. I didn't even see it come in. Ruby Green, neutral and fit. She's known as an RBI man. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Green's first at bat in these playoffs. She grounds to Yamamoto, who's going to take it himself for the 3rd out. And again, something we saw in the last game. Beewolves get base runners, but nobody crosses the plate. Coming up in the top of the second, tough lift, Batch Wilson and Ryder Crane. Ortiz threw 22 pitches with 2 strikeouts in the first inning, and he only gave up 3 hits. Score is knotted at 0 as we enter the second. Tough lift, the catcher for the Jacks. Hitting .333 so far these playoffs. Ortiz delivers. Inside, ball 1. That's in there for called strike. Evens the count to Tough Lift. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a roller to Torrens, who's going to pick it up, make the throw over to Franco for the first out. Tough Lift goes down on a grounder. Betch Wilson, the center fielder's neutral and fit. This is his first at bat in these playoffs, so he's got no batting average to date. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Betch Wilson playing center field for the Dracs today. There's a roller to Ruby Green. He'll pick it up, make the long throw to Franco at first, and get Batch Wilson 2 quick outs in the top of the second. Ryder Crane, the starting pitcher, is neutral and fit. And this is his first at bat in these playoffs as well. Ortiz delivers in there for called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the second. No score. That's a little low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. My mistake. There's a shot. And, just over Dexteris's head. He tried to jump for that one, was unable to corral it. And the pitcher is able to come in, pull into second with a double. So a 2-out double by the starting pitcher. And Yo-Yo Yamamoto steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. 2 outs, top of the second. No speed at second base. There's a shot. Just out of the reach of the diving Alora Franco for a clean single. And Yamamoto's 2 for 2 today. Jack Cracker steps in. He's 0 for 1, hitting 200. 2 outs, runners at first and third. And Beavis Ortiz delivers a strike to Jack Cracker on the first pitch. Cracker playing left field today. Throws over to first, but Yamamoto's able to get back in time. No balls, 1 strike to Jack Cracker. There's a roller to Ruby Green, will pick it up and make the long throw and get Jack Cracker at first base. So, Jack's pick up 2 more hits, but no runs. Gina Torrens, Eliza Peck, and Magic Moore are going to come against Ryder Crane, who threw 18 pitches. He's got a strikeout, a walk, and given up 1 hit. Still a couple of goose eggs on the board there, Tommy. Gina Torrens, the second baseman, hitting 500 this season.
Beewolves got to get some offense going, Pete. First pitch is high from Ryder Crane. His 20th pitch. It's right in there. She hits it hard, but straight to Buffler at second base. Picks it up, throws her out. 1 down.
Eliza Peck, the catcher's locked in and fit, hitting .667 with a home run and an RBI in these playoffs. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1.
No.
That's a flare to Glover, who pulls it out of the air for the second out. And there's 2 quick outs for the Beewolves.
Boy, come on, Magic Moore. Do something here. He's got good contact against these left-handers, so there's a little better odds than none. This one hard, but Glover picks it up at third, throws it to first. 1, 2, 3.
Top of the third, Huffy Buffler, 1 for 1. Juice Jackson, 1 for 1. And Log Freely, 0 for 1. Ortiz is at 33 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. Jacks with 5 hits. Beewolves 1 hit. And yet nobody has been able to get a run across the plate.
Buffler is 1 for 1, like you said. 600 in the playoffs. Power hitter. Lucas Ortiz got good stamina. Throws the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Buffler. Top of the third, still no score. This is that fastball just outside. 1 apiece. Playoff baseball here in Arizona. Hits that one hard to left field high. Buster Biggs is underneath it, waving him off the warning track. Easy catch for that first out. A little close.
Third baseman,
Juice Jackson 1 for 1 with a single, hitting 800 in the playoffs against these Beewolves. Outfield played him deep as well. Jackson's a monster. A monster with a club. Ortiz winds up, speeds that one in there for strike 1, gets out in front of him. Number 43. Now he's in control. Gets a signal from Peck, winds up, tosses. Breaking pitch outside corner, makes it there for strike 2. He's ahead in the count. Closing in at 40 pitches in the third inning. Another breaking 4th pitch. That one gets a piece and hits it down this right side. Still 0-2. Pops that one up in the right field. Billy LeBlanc running up to get it. Slides in but can't grab it. There's a good land in there by the monster, man. And now Log Freely's up, 0 for 1 of the season. Or of the game, I'm sorry. Pressure's up a little bit. Got to run at first base with 1 out, hoping for that double play. After 40 pitches from Beavis Ortiz, it's a possibility. Breaking pitch inside corner, strike 1. Some excited fans there behind home plate cheering for the Beewolves team to get through these playoffs. Anticipated that one, and that's going to be hitting the right field. LeBoy picks it up, tosses quick to second to hold everyone up. Well, he could have gone for first. Slow right now. Rob Glover's up. 0-for-1 likes the low pitch. You got 1 out. The pressure is up now. Still hoping hitting that double play. Anticipated that one. Buster Biggs is going to run over to get it. He throws to third base. She's got to relay to go home, and the first run makes it in, Pete. And it's a 1-0 Jacks lead. And the Jacks are getting a lot of hits today. They got runners at second and third with still 1 out, hoping for that double play. Breaking pitch outside corner, strike 1. Beavis Ortiz is tense now, throwing his 45th pitch to Eliza Peck right here in the 3rd inning. Looking for that right signal, gets it. Nice trap by Peck, 1 in the dirt. Inside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count. He's ahead of Tough Lift, who did damage in that last game. Hoping to get him swinging at something here. Maybe something low and away. Oh, low. Another good trap by Peck there. One that misses low. Anticipates that one inside corner. Now we got a full count. 3-2 to Tough Lift. Pops that one up. Ruby Green's going to come over. She's waving him off finally. Took her a minute to find that ball for 2 outs. We got 1 more to go, and it's Batch Wilson. Good contact against right-handers. A good contact hitter overall. Beavis Ortiz hoping to put him away. Misses inside. Ball 1 on that one. And Beavis Ortiz is throwing 50 pitches. Misses outside on that ball 2.
He's not looking good at all.
That one finally makes it in there for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Batch Wilson, who's 0-for-1 on the day. Ooh, misses up high. Ball 3. 3-1 the count to Batch. Ortiz is close to walking the batter. Breaking pitch makes it there for strike 2. Now we got a full count. Top of the 3rd, 1-0 Jacks. There goes the runner. Strike 3, and it's over.
All right, well, the Jacks pick up 1 run. So it's Jacks 1, Beewolves 0. Beavis Ortiz, Hanley Dexteras, and Billy LeBoink up against Ryder Crane, who's only thrown 23 pitches. He's got 23 pitches going into the 3rd inning. Beavis Ortiz, the starting pitcher, is neutral and fit. Crane delivers. That's popped up into center field. And Batch Wilson is under it to make the catch for the 1st out.
Yeah, he threw that one right down the middle. Hanley Dexteras 1-for-1 with a single. Hoping to get on base again here and do something for the Beewolves. Patient on that first pitch. It's a ball. Ball 1-0 count to Hanley. Second one makes the outside corner, strike 1. Bottom of the 3rd. That one's in there too. He pops that one up down the right first base side, waving it off his Yamamoto at first, and he gets out number 2.
Billy LeBoink's neutral and fit. He's 0-for-1 today, hitting 400 in the playoffs. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch is in there for a called strike. That one's low, ball 1. That's in there for strike 2. Crane has finally hit the 30 mark. There's a slow roller to Glover at shortstop. He's going to pick it up, make the throw to Yamamoto for 3 outs. Wow, the Beewolf offense looks horrible. Ryder Crane 1-for-1 with a double. Yo-Yo Yamamoto 2-for-2, and Jack Cracker 0-for-2 with a strikeout. Ortiz is at 55 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 8 hits. ERA's at 3. 50 pitches going into the 4th inning. He's 1-for-1 with a double, Ryder Crane. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's what we should be doing to them. Yeah. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Crane is locked in and fit. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Uh-oh.
What's that?
For some reason, it seems like my broadcast is dead. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryder Crane, the pitcher. Beavis Ortiz delivers with a called strikeout. Didn't get the bat off his shoulder. Yo-Yo Yamamoto, the 3rd baseman's neutral and fit. 2-for-2 with 2 singles. There's one out in the top of the fourth. Yo-Yo Yamamoto. There's a smash, and Torrance picks it up, makes the throw over, and gets Yo-Yo Yamamoto for the first out. Second out, Jack Cracker, the left fielder. 2 outs, 0 for 2 today. He's hitting 167 on the playoffs. 2 outs, top of the fourth, nobody on. And there's a roller, but that's going to be foul just outside the foul line on the third base side. So strike 1. That's in there for call. Second strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Cracker, who finds himself in the hole. Anticipated that one, but it was outside. He let it go. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on. Oh, wow. She tripped.
Yeah, they seem to be anticipating a lot of our pitches. Huffy Buffler, the second baseman, is 1 for 2 with a single, hitting 500 in the playoffs. Jack Cracker standing at first base does not have a lot of speed, so he's not a threat to run. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. There's a roller. Oh, no, come on. You did this stupid thing to me again. God bless it. Beavis Ortiz should have got it, and then it glitched out, and I couldn't get Dexteris over there. That should have been an out. Juice Jackson, the third baseman. Now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Juice Jackson hitting .833 in the playoffs. That's going to fall for another single, and Billy LeBoy's going to come up firing to home. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Log Freely, who's 1 for 2 with a single, hitting 500 in the playoffs, steps in. Yeah, this is... Base is juiced, and Ortiz is up to 6. He anticipated that pitch.
He anticipated a high fastball.
He did not swing, so it's a ball. That's in there for called strike. 1-1, and Ortiz is now throwing his 70th pitch. That's low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's high. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Log Freely. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. That's in there for a called strike, and the count has gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd is starting to clap and chant along. That's popped up into foul territory just outside of home plate, and it's caught by Eliza Peck for the 3rd out. So no damage, but I think it's going to be an early day for Beavis Ortiz because, God, he stinks. Buster Biggs with a walk. Alora Franco 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ruby Green 0 for 1. Crane's at 31 pitches going into the 4th inning. Buster Biggs is neutral and fit. He walked his first time up, hitting .250 on the season.
And now Ryder Crane is locked in, but Buster Biggs is the 6th best player in the whole league. Takes first 2 pitches, first strike, then the ball, even up, hits that one hard in the left field. It's going to land in there. In front of Cracker, picks it up. We've got a runaround with no outs, Pete. That's just what we need.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alora Franco, neutral and fit, playing first base for the Beewolves. She's 0 for 1 today, but she's hitting 400 in the playoffs. Buster Biggs with some speed at first base. First pitch is high. Ball 1. 1-0. That's in there for called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Franco. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Franco. That's in there for called third. Franco, I think, has struck out twice now.
She has. Well, she thought that last one was a little inside. 1 out with a fast runner at first. Ruby Green hits that one hard. She's known as an RBI man. That going deep is going to be caught at the warning track. Log Freely pulls it in for out number 2.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman's neutral and fit. She's 0 for 1 today, but she's hit 400 in the playoffs. 2 outs with a man on first base. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Crane now crossing the 40 pitches line. That's going to go into center field for a clean single. Everybody's going to hold up. Biggs standing at second.
Yep, we got runners at first and second with Eliza Peck going up. She's 0 for 1 on the day, but she's hitting 500 in the playoffs. So a single, an outfield single, would bring home Buster Biggs. She hits it hard right into the glove of Yamamoto at first base. Doggone it.
Coming up in the top of the 5th, Rob Glover, tough lift, and Batch Wilson. Ortiz at 73 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 11 hits. Jax, 11 hits, 1 run on 11 hits. Beewolves, no runs, 3 hits. Glover is 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. He's hitting 167 in these here playoffs.
Pitch is low. He's starting to run out of gas a little bit. Misses outside of that one. 1-0 count to Rob Glover. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Jax. Beewolves facing elimination. Check swing. Strike one. We're at 1 apiece. To Rob Glover, who's hoping to do something here against Beavis Ortiz. Swings, hits that low one. Off down the first base line. 1-2 the count. Let's put him away, Beavis. Oh, hits that one down the left. To the third base line. Foul. Still 1-2. Anticipated that low one, but Hanley Dexteris is there to pick it up. Whips it to first. First out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Tough lift. The catcher's 0 for 2 today. Good power and contact hitter. Known as a stealer, but hasn't done much today. So Beavis Ortiz is hoping to put him away. Takes that first breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. It's a tough lift. Outside course, strike 2. He's quickly in the driver's seat. See if he can get him hitting junk or swinging and missing it something. Here comes the pitch, the windup delivery. It's a little roller back to Ortiz. Going to pick it up barehanded, throw it over to first. 2 down, Pete. Looking good.
Now batting, the center fielder, Batch Wilson.
And Batch Wilson's 0 for 2 today, too. He's got good contact against right-handers, so he's still dangerous. We just need one more out from Batch. 82 pitches for Beavis Ortiz right now. That one misses inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Beavis Ortiz might get out of 5 innings here before we go to the bullpen. Second pitch is low, hits it down the third base line, foul, 1 count. Ortiz spits, gets his signal, winds up, delivers. Nice breaking pitch, makes it there for strike 2. We're 1 strike away from getting out of the top of the 5th inning, Pete. Hits that one down the line, third base line, foul. It's going to land in there. Still 1-2 the count to Batch Wilson. Ortiz throwing 86 pitches right here. Hits that one to Ruby Green, who's going to pick it up. Throw it on over the first and end that side. Good outing there from Beewolves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, offense. Magic Moore 0 for 1. Beavis Ortiz 0 for 1. Hanley Dexteris 1 for 2. Ryder Crane's at 42 pitches going into the 5th inning with 2 strikeouts, a walk, 3 hits. Jack's holding on to a 1-0 lead. Come on, Beewolves. Let's go. The center fielder, Magic Moore 0 for 1 today. He's got better connection versus left-handed pitching. Let's see it, man. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's pow. That is gone, man. That is long, deep, and far. And that's out of here. All right. And Magic Moore has just tied this game with a swing of the bat. He parked that one 377 feet into the left field bleachers for his first RBI of the playoffs and his first home run of the playoffs. And the Beewolves are back in this.
Back in business, Pete. Beavis Ortiz, medium pressure situation, and it looks like they're going to let him sit, bring in a pinch hitter to get some more offense.
Because it's only the 5th.
Well, you think he's got one more inning?
Well, you're going to pitch it, so.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and substitute. He's over 70 pitches at this point.
Yeah.
All right. I will go here.
All right. Looks like Freddie Knox is going to come in. Freddie Knox, real good contact hitter, and he's fast. So if he gets on those bases, he can do really well. He's going to pinch hit for Beavis Ortiz. Stand in the right-hand batter's box, going up against Ryder Crane. Hits that one foul down the third base line. 0-1 the count. Freddie Knox. That one's low for ball 1. Good patience by Mr. Knox. Here we're seeing some playoff baseball. Hits that one past the mound. Does his job, Pete. Pinch hits, gets on first base. No outs, a runner on, and a tie ball game.
Way to go, Freddie Knox. Hanley Dexteris 1 for 2 today with a single. He's neutral and fit. A lot of speed over at second base. Got some glitching there. That's a popped foul. Bunted foul for strike 1. There's another bunt foul. 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. To Hanley Dexteris. That's outside, ball 1. 1-2. That shot into left field. Freddie Knox pulling into second on the hit and run, and now we got Dexteris and Knox standing at first and second with only 1 out, I believe.
High pressure, no outs. Billy, Dexteris was going to sacrifice bunt that towards first base, and he had to swing on that last one. Now we got 2. He got that one foul. No one's going to get it. It's going to be 0-1 the count to Billy LeBlanc with no outs. Runners at first and second. He throws to second, but he cannot get the quick Freddie Knox. High pressure situation here, bottom of the fifth. The crowd's into it. A little looper over the head. And the runners coming for home. Here comes Freddie Knox, the fast Freddie Knox. And the Beewolves go ahead 2-1, Pete.
Way to go. Way to go. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, neutral and fit. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Biggs at first base, Dexteris at second with no outs. First pitch by Crane is high, ball 1. That one's way outside, ball 2. 2-0 to Buster Biggs. There's a roller to Yamamoto, who picks it up, makes the throw to second.
Yes.
They're able to get Biggs for the first out, but I forgot.
Well, Laura Franco's got runners at first and third with only 1 out. Pete, the pressure's still way up. Good patience on that first pitch, ball 1. Oh, there goes the runner way early. He's going to get second base. He is, boy, Pete, he had so many steals during the regular season, Buster Biggs. We got runners now at second. An outfield single brings in 2 runs. Walks Alora Franco, Pete, and now we got the bases juiced with only 1 out.
And Ruby Green stepping in. She's an RBI man, but she's 0 for 2 today. 1 out. Ruby Green stepping in there. First pitch is outside, ball 1. It looks like Crane is starting to struggle with this. Ooh. Green was out in front of that one for a strike. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike to Ruby Green. That's shot. That's going into center field. It's off the wall. Everybody's going to run.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Well, base running error again. God dang it.
But they got the run.
They did get a run. Yeah, so Franco and okay.
3-1 Beewolves. Gina Torrens up it, hitting hot today. 500 of the season. Swing and miss, strike 1 to Gina Torrens with two outs left. But like you said, Ryder Crane is losing a lot of it. He's tense here. Torrens gets a little liner, but Buffalo catches the second base for 3rd out, Pete. Can't go Belfort. He's already had.
Yeah, a little bit of a base running error there. The ball looked like it might have gotten caught, so everybody kind of held up, except for I can't remember who hit the ball. Torrens, who was actually halfway to second base. So, yeah, it just got to be a problem. Okay, coming in is Benson Rushmore. He'll be replacing the pinch hitter Freddie Knox. Rushmore is neutral and fit. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. Ryder Crane is 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Yamamoto is 2 for 3, and Jack Cracker 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Beewolves have taken the lead 3-1. The Jacks have out-hit the Beewolves 11-8. Ryder Crane is tense but fit now. 1 for 2.
Probably not going to hit.
Hit a double his first time up. Ryder Crane is hitting. The first pitch from Rushmore is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryder Crane, the starting pitcher. That's in there for called second strike. He checked his swing. Looked like he wanted to go for it, but held back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's outside, ball 2. Count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for called third strike, and Ryder Crane goes down on strikes. Yo-Yo Yamamoto, he's neutral and fit, playing third base for the Jacks. 2 for 3 today with an out. Top of the 6th, nobody on base. First pitch from Rushmore is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Bean didn't knock out Coffee. Come get some. Oh, that's a little high. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the dangerous Yo-Yo Yamamoto. Oh, he held off on that one, and that's in there for called second. So we've evened the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 6th. A little outside, and the count is gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a shot foul along the first baseline. Yamamoto will get another pitch. Count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's shot into left field. Buster Biggs is there to make the catch for the second out. And Jack Cracker, the left fielder, steps in.
Way too many pitches, though.
Cracker's hitting 286 in the playoffs. That's in there for called strike. Strike one. Cracker playing left field for the Jacks. That one's high. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack Cracker. That's in there for called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs to in the top of the 6th. Jack Cracker fouls that one off along the third baseline. So Cracker will get another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Rushmore, that's popped up into foul territory, and it's not going to be able to be caught. Unfortunately, nobody could run it down. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. That's popped up high in the air. Buster Biggs is under it, calling everybody off, and he makes the catch for the third out, and we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. Beewolves 3, Jacks 1. Eliza Peck 0 for 2. Magic Moore 1 for 2 with a home run, and Benson Rushmore's first at bat. Ryder Crane's thrown 67 pitches, got 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, giving up 8 hits, and his ERA is 5.4. Eliza Peck is catching the She's 0 for 2 today with hitting 400. There we go. Ryder Crane's getting pulled in favor of Elaine Munstar. Elaine Munstar is a neutral and fit. She's got excellent velocity. Her junk, she's got less than average junk, a little bit better than average accuracy. She's fully rested, but she's known to be walk prone. She's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a curveball. So Munstar will square up against Peck. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Second pitch is outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That one's in there, and it's going to land into left center field.
Right center.
Right center field. And they get it in quickly, but Peck is standing at first base.
Magic Moore comes up. He's doing well. First pitch for strike, 0 on the count. Moore is free to swing down. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hits that one hard. Pop fly ball to left field, but at the warning track, waving it off is Jack Cracker for that first out. Eliza Peck's going to have to come back. 1 down.
Benson Rushmore, the relief pitcher, steps in. He's neutral and fit. Not much of a hitter. Not much speed in Eliza Peck at first base. That one's popped up into center field. It's caught by Batch Wilson. Peck gets back to first base, so 2 outs with a runner at first.
And Hanley Dexteris comes up today, 2 for 3, 2 singles, hitting 286 now in the playoffs. So good to see Hanley put something else together here. Inside corner misses ball 1. Good patience by Dexteris against Elaine Munstar. Scoring 8th pitch right now. Pushes out that one down the third baseline, foul. We're locked up at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 6th, medium pressure situation. 3-1 Beewolves. I'm sorry. That one misses low and inside. Fastball. 2-1 the count to Hanley Dexteris. That one's outside. He hits a roller to our friend Rob Glover. Picks it up. Ooh, just beats him at first base for that third out.
Coming up in the top of the 7th, Huffy Buffler 2 for 3, Juice Jackson 3 for 3, and Log Freely 1 for 3. Benson Rushmore threw 18 pitches in his 1 inning of work and has got 1 strikeout.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Huffy Buffler is 2 for 3, like you said, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Dangerous. Power hitter contact. The outfield is going to go deep. Mr. Buffler lining up the right-hand box. Number 44 throwing his 19th pitch right now. Fastball in for a strike 1, 0-1 the count to Buffler. Rushmore looking good out here today. Getting his chance to play some postseason baseball. That one, a little curve roller, is going to go to Gina Torrance. Picks it up on the roll, throws it to first to Franco. 2 pitches, 1 out.
The third baseman, Juice Jackson.
Juice Jackson locked in 3 for 3 with 3 singles. The outfield's going deep. I don't even know if they should pitch to him. Rushmore has got 20 pitches under his belt. He's looking at him. He's not afraid, though. He wants to throw to him. Just misses high and inside, ball 1 to Juice Jackson. Second pitch, check swing outside corner, strike 1. We're locked up at 1 apiece. Top of the 7th. Jackson's all about hitting the ball today. Misses outside corner. He doesn't swing. Strike 2. 1-2. Rushmore's ahead of the count. Jackson's locked in. Rushmore's neutral. Pitch 24 makes it in for a strikeout. Way to go, Rushmore. Announces himself with a tie. Log Freely's 1 for 3 with a single today. Generally a good power hitter, but the Beewolves have had their way with him. Rushmore's hoping to extend that as he throws his 25th pitch. He's now locked in, Pete. Little roller back to the mound. Rushmore picks it up, motions to first, throws him out, 3 down.
All right, let's give him a couple more insurance runs here. Jacks, 1 run on 11 hits. Beewolves, 3 runs on 9 hits. Billy LeBoink, 1 for 3. Buster Biggs, 1 for 2 with a walk. And Alora Franco, 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Munstar threw 10 pitches and gave up 1 hit in her brief appearance. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, likes the high pitch. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Munstar delivers. It's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's a hard smash right up the middle into center field, and Billy LeBoink will be standing at first base, corking up all the base running.
The crowd is into it now, Pete. They're looking at their Beewolves coming back and maybe winning this game. Buster Biggs is up 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. He's got a slow runner at first base. So he's going to be patient at the plate. Medium pressure situation. He reaches out, hits it down the line. But Juice Jackson picks it up, throws out for 1, and does not get him at first base. Just 1 out, Pete.
Yeah. Alora Franco, neutral and fit, 0 for 2 today with a walk. Buster Biggs at first base. That one's outside, ball 1. Buster Biggs is off with the pitch, and he's in there at second with a stolen base.
Steal.
2 balls, no strikes to Alora Franco. Swing and a miss. Make that 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a smash to Yamamoto.
Oh, what? No, what's going on? Oh, my gosh. What was that?
Tried to give her a speed boost to see if she could outrun it.
Ruby Green comes up at 1 for 3. There's 2 outs now. She just needs a single to get the runner home. That one looked like a pitch out by Elaine Munstar.
Looks like they're going to intentionally walk her.
Yeah, she's a good power and contact hitter, known as the RBI man, so they don't want to risk it. And Elaine Munstar is ball prone, but she's throwing the pitch out. The intentional walk to Ruby Green. Now we got runners in the corner. She's going for Gina Torrance.
Gina Torrance, neutral and fit, 1 for 3 today. She's got a home run in the first game. Takes the first pitch for called strike. That one's inside. 1-1 to Torrance. She's down a little bit in front of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one was too high. Ball 2. Knotted up at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh!
Strike 3. Torrance watches as it sails by. We're heading into the top of the 8th. Rob Glover, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Tough Lift, 0 for 3. And Batch Wilson, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Benson Rushmore's at 25 pitches with 2 strikeouts. Beewolves holding on to a 3-1 lead in the 8th inning. Glover's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. He's hitting 143 in these playoffs, but he's got 2 RBIs. He's a fan of the low pitch. That was a low pitch right there, called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And now Glover is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Rushmore in the driver's seat. That's fouled off. Just got enough to push it foul along the first baseline. So Glover will get another pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. There's smashed foul along the third baseline. Glover making Rushmore throw some pitches. No balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for called third strike, and Glover goes down on strikes. Tough Lift, the catcher, neutral and fit. 0 for 3 today. He's known around the league as a stealer, even though he has no speed. So I don't know how he does that.
It's an accomplishment.
Inside, ball 1. 1-0. 1 out in the top of the 8th. Beewolves 3, Jacks 1. That's in there for called strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. That's a little low. Ball 2. Rushmore with 3 Ks so far this game. That one's a little high. Rushmore's fallen behind Tough Lift. 3 balls and a strike. That's in there for a called strike. That pushes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rushmore delivers, and it's a slow roller. Foul. A swinging bunt that didn't get into fair territory. So Lift gets an extra pitch, and that's...
Oh, no.
All right,
Oh, she jumped.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going over her head.
Now batting, the
Gina
center fielder.
Torrens gave a hop, but for some reason when she hops, she can't catch. So she dropped the ball, even though it pretty much hit her in the mitt. So Tough Lift makes it to first. He's known as a stealer. Batch Wilson takes the first pitch inside ball 1. 1-0. 1 out. That's popped up. And Hanley Dexteris is out in shallow left field. Makes the catch. Throws the ball over to keep lift at first base. What is wrong with my mouth? Elaine Munstar, the relief pitcher, comes in. She's going to get pulled for Clutch Corman. Clutch Corman, the pinch-hitting catcher, is neutral and fit. He has less than average power, but he's got great contact, makes great contact, and he's got less than average speed. And he will be coming in to pinch hit for Elaine Munstar with a runner at first base and 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Throw is over, and Lift is able to get back in time. So Tough Lift standing at first. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. 0-1 to Clutch Corman, the pinch hitter. Corman. That's in there for called second strike, and Corman quickly finds himself in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Corman goes down on strikes. Way to go, Rushmore. Clutch Corman is getting pulled for the closing pitcher, Chico Lapata. Chico Lapata is an A pitcher. He is neutral and fit. He's got very good velocity. He's got excellent junk. He's got very good accuracy. He's fully rested. He's known around the league as a K-Dud, but he throws a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a slider. So as we head into the bottom of the 8th, Beewolves 3, Jacks 1, Eliza Peck 1 for 3, Magic Moore 1 for 3 with a home run, and Benson Rushmore 0 for 1. Lapata taking the mound for the Jacks.
We were talking about how much we didn't want to see Lapata.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see him. I'd like to wear him down because if we have to go to a third game, I'm hoping we can.
A sidearm pitch goes there. Eliza Peck, who's locked in now, hits the first pitch up the middle. Center field. Wilson stops to 1 pitch, 1 single.
All right, Magic Moore, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. Has good connection versus left-handed pitchers. He's hitting 286 on the season. Eliza Peck does not have a lot of speed. And that's to Buffler, who makes the throw to first and gets him, and then relay to Yamamoto for the double play. So 2 outs, and Benson Rushmore steps in. This is the 8th inning, so it's the bottom of the 8th.
We'll have Avery come in and pitch to close out the 9th. Looks like they're going to give Rushmore the seat. He's pitched very well here today, although he's locked in and he's a good power. But anyway, and they are going to bring out Steve Monster, the other catcher. He's got power against right-handers, who is going up against, and he's feeling good. So Steve Monster hoping to show what he could do here in the playoffs as well. He has yet to play. That one's up high. Good patience by Steve Monster. 1-0 the count. That one's outside, ball 2. And he's letting Chico Lapata throw him. Finally gets one in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Lapata spits, winds up, tosses. That one misses outside, ball 3. Good patience by Monster. 3-1 and a 5-pitch walk. And Steve Monster is on base without swinging the bat.
All right, and Hanley Dexteris, the superstar shortstop, steps in. He's neutral and fit, 2 for 4. He's hitting 250 in the playoffs. He's a tough out and a utility fielder. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. That's a smash to Huffy Buffler. He picks it up, makes the throw to Yamamoto for the 3rd out. All right. Okay, coming up at the top of the 9th, Yo-Yo Yamamoto, Jack, who's 2 for 4. Jack Cracker 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Huffy Buffler 2 for 4. Smack Avery is coming in to pitch for the Beewolves.
Now batting,
If he can shut this down here, this will be the game. We just need 3. He throws a 4-seam fastball and a curveball.
And Yamamoto's a solid contact hitter, hitting 286 against the Beewolves in the playoffs. Inside quarter just misses, whistles in there. The ball, 1-0 the count. Top of the 9th inning, Beewolves need 3 outs to get to the next game. That one's hitting the right field. LeBoink's not going to miss it this time. He's ranging back just before the warning track and gets that first pitch out. Pete, we're 2 outs away.
the left fielder, Jack Cracker.
But you got to get around Jack Cracker, who's 1 for 4 with a single. He's always dangerous. Good power, good contact. Avery's got to be careful with him. Here at the top of the ninth, gets a signal from Elijah Peck, throws it right in there for a strike to get ahead in the count. 0-1 the count. Medium pressure situation here in Phoenix. Beewolves hoping to extend their season. That one makes it outside corner strike 2. 0-2. And he's whistling, and his fifth pitch goes right to Ruby Green, who grabs it out of the air. Nice catch. We're 1 out away from forcing a third game in this playoff series. Huckley Buffler comes up 2 for 4. Solid power, solid contact. The outfield's going deep against Buffler. First pitch inside corner. It's going to land in there. Magic Moore runs over to pick it up and hold him up at first base. Good single by Buffler. With 2 outs, here comes Juice Jackson, the tying battle, 3 for 4, 3 singles. A lot of power. The outfield's going deep again for him as well. High pressure situation. Runner at first base. Hits that one in right field. Billy LeBoink is going back and runs up again. And makes the catch, Pete, and the game is over. The Beewolves win.
All right.
Winning when they need to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Again, it's not as good as I'd like to see. Again, the offense is just not much to write home about. Like, look at that. That's 8 innings of nothing. 7 innings of nothing, and then 1 inning where we put some runs on the board. Luckily, that was all we needed.
The Jacks got their offense started early, and even though Ortiz didn't have his best game, he held him to. He got out of the first 2 innings and then gave up that 1 run in the third. Like you said, the Beewolves took a long time to come back, but in the 5th they came in strong, got all 3 of their runs, and they held the Jacks to just 1 run. Now, Pete, even though they weren't playing their best ball, they were playing solid defensively in the field, except for that very first missed pitch catch by LeBoink. The Jacks got 13 hits, but only 1 run, so they didn't make a whole lot of mistakes.
No, they didn't. Like I said, they did put a lot of hits on the board, which was a little bit different than the first game. But yeah, I'd like to see the Beewolves get some more runs. That's all. I'd like to see some more scoring. 3-1, like you said, we got into the 9th inning. You get Huffy Buffler gets on base. You know, if Juice Jackson is able to drive that ball, it's a tight ball game. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'd like to put it a little bit further out of reach if we can.
Well, all those starters except for Batch Wilson hit for the Jacks. Batch Wilson was 0 for 4 on the day, not very good there. Munstar comes in to sub, gets nothing. Corman comes in, gets nothing. Lapata comes in. I didn't even think he hits. Our old buddy from Los Angeles, Rob Glover, gets the only RBI for the Jacks, but he strikes out twice.
Yeah. Like I say, I don't like seeing that. It was not a good, well-pitched game until, well, again, Ortiz comes out. He struggles a little bit, but he gets it kind of under control. Rushmore did a pretty good job in relief. And then, obviously, Avery finishes it off. Yeah. So, yeah, Dexter's 2 for 5. LeBoink 2 for 4. Biggs 1 for 3. Franco 0 for 3, though, which I don't like seeing. And Ortiz
struck out twice, too.
Yeah, struck out twice, which is not typical for her. Who else? Rushmore I don't expect much out of him. He's a pitcher. Yeah. Steve Monstour, though, he comes in and not much from him. So, well, he walked. Yeah. He got a walk, so he did. He reached. That's what you want. I don't know what I'm talking about.
LeBoink did well after missing that first catch, and then Green, known as the RBI man, gets that RBI, and LeBoink. Who got the? Magic Moore gets that timely home run.
Yeah. And that's the thing with LeBoink. I feel bad about him because he's gotten some really good hits. I mean, he's really driven the ball, but boy, they just don't have enough. They come up a little short, and they're caught for deep fly outs. But man, he's put the wood to the ball a couple of times, and it hasn't paid off for him.
Well, Crane gets the loss for the Jacks. He goes 5 innings, gets 8 hits off him, 3 earned runs. Mostly up the home run, two walks, 2 batters, strikes out 2 batters, gets that 1 home run off him again. His ERA in the playoffs now is 5.40. He's 0-1 on the playoffs. Ebon Starr comes in and throws 2 innings, gets 2 hits, walks a batter, gets a strikeout, but nothing really happens there. Chico Lapata comes in. We were all afraid of him. He throws 1 inning, gets 1 hit off, and walks a batter, and they all end at 0 apiece.
Yeah, and then over here for the Beewolves, Beavis Ortiz pitched 5 innings, gave up 11 hits, 1 earned run, and had 4 strikeouts on the day. His ERA is at a 1.80, and his record is 1-0. He is 1-0. Benson Rushmore came in, pitched 3 innings, gave up a hit. He also tallied 4 strikeouts, and so didn't give up anything. So his ERA is still at 0. And then Smack Avery earns his first save in the playoffs. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, and like I said, his record's 0-1.
Yeah, 1 appearance, 1 save. It's a good. Avery's been a solid player all season, so it's good to see him extend that into the playoffs.
Yes, it is. And take a look at these 3 stars here, Tommy. So the first star is the B-plus starting pitcher, Beavis Ortiz. Went 5 innings, gave up 11 hits, 1 earned run, and had 4 Ks.
That's a good day. He's followed by the second star of the game, the C-plus relief pitcher, Benson Rushmore. 2 pitchers in a row. Rushmore comes in, number 44, throws 3 innings, only gets 1 hit, gets 4 Ks. Nice performance there by Rushmore.
And then rounding out the 3 stars, Magic Moore with the center fielder, 1 for 4 today, but that 1 hit was a home run and tied the game for the Beewolves. He had an RBI and scored that run. So very good.
Very nice.
And then we come in, Tommy G with 7 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 2 great catches, a stolen base, and 4 strikeouts for a contribution of 52%. I had 4 hits, no home runs, an RBI, a great catch, 2 stolen bases, and 4 strikeouts for a contribution of 48%. So,
yes, and that brings us to the post-game show, people. Well, the Beewolves did what they needed to do. They didn't score early, was the only thing, but they clamped down defensively, and they got just enough offense. It was a sweaty game.
It was, yeah. It was.
But they break the sweep trend, and they force a game 3. We will go and play another day. People play in Houston and hopefully come from behind and take this to the second round.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping on it. Yeah.
We got one other game to call the score for, Pete. Since this was going on, the Sawteeth were playing the Front Runners. These Front Runners won that last game, but the unexpectedly. So the Sawteeth have to fight to get back into here.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us how they didn't need a chance?
And they are in unfriendly confines. So the Sawteeth travel to the Front Runners. Front Runners take it 3-1. So Front Runners are moving on, Tommy.
Wow.
That is an upset right there.
That is an upset. It's the 3rd sweep in the series now. There's only one series still going. That's ours. The Front Runners, the number 4 seed who gets the wild card, beats the conference leaders, the Sawteeth. Wow, I expected to see that. In fact, I was kind of hoping to see Kobe Kingman in the playoffs. But they fall short, losing 5-3 and then 3-run. Good job there by Philadelphia. Not only making the playoffs, but winning their first playoff series.
Yeah, definitely. Way to go. Whoop, what was that?
So it's going to be the Sandcats against the Moose, another one, and then the Front Runners against the winners of the next game, the Beewolves at the Jacks. I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we were able to take that one. I'm looking forward to the next one. I really hope we can start to put it together again. I still don't feel like I've seen a game like we were used to seeing during the regular season with these guys. They just don't. They seem a little flat. I don't know if it's just me, but they just seem. Yeah, the Beewolves just seem a little flat, and it's troubling me a bit.
Yeah, they seem stronger in the regular season. Today was a good game, but not their best. The Jacks are stepping it up in the playoffs. They're coming hard offensively, and they're playing solid defensive ball too. So yeah, they're excited to show Houston that they're here to stay and can win their first playoffs as well. But hopefully, Fran Giappani gets her chance in this next game to come out and shut them down.
I hope so. She was in between her and Hurley Bender. Those were really our 2 best pitchers. So I'm hoping that's what we're going to see. I'm just looking at the early going on Alberto Roberto. I think we should be able to get on top of this guy pretty quick.
I'm hoping.
He does not have a lot of velocity, so we should be able to start seeing see the ball much better. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We got to travel back to Houston and go get back into the Tiger Den and play that one. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping we can get to the next round. I was telling Tommy this is our third season in the league, and we still have yet to hoist the cup. So I'm ready.
Yeah.
I want the cup.
Well, we'll get our chance in a few days in Houston. And until then, this has been a good win here at home for the Beewolves. We've done it in Houston before, so we'll try it again. This is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.